18th. This is the regular Board of Directors meeting for Thursday, March 18th, 2010. Before we begin the board meeting tonight, can you hear me back there?
Sure.
A little louder?
A little louder though.
Let's try the microphone.
Perfect.
A little better?
Great.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Before we begin our board meeting tonight, I would like to pay tribute to Mr. Arthur Kahn, who has worked continually as our dedicated financial advisor and president, vice president, and treasurer for over 20 years. Arthur was always Ivy's financial watchdog, scrutinizing every budget and every invoice, making sure the board spent Ivy's money wisely and didn't overspend. During Arthur's tenure on the board of directors, there was always a surplus of funds. Unfortunately, Arthur is having terrible problems with his eyesight, and he and his beloved wife Elaine are relocating to the Willowwood Assisted Living Community on Saturday. Arthur, thanks for what you did all these years for International Village. We love you, baby. We're sure gonna miss you. Let's have a hand for him. Again, before we begin our meeting, I want to tell you at the last regular board meeting on February 18th, 2010, a unit owner kept disrupting the meeting by shouting out and interrupting the board members. The security guard and the Lauderhill police were called. If this happens again tonight, in one instance, from anyone out there, the board will immediately move to the private boardroom to hold this meeting and will allow only 3 unit owners to attend the meeting because of space limitations. The law permits board meetings to be held privately. If unruly unit owners continually disrupt the meetings, we can do it privately according to the law. So just pay attention to that. We don't want any outbreaks, otherwise we're going out of here to do our business elsewhere. Okay? This is a privilege for you to be here. This is a board meeting to do business, and that's what we're gonna do. We're not gonna put up with that kind of stuff. Okay, before we begin the meeting, you will have an opportunity to sign up for good and welfare, and anyone who signs up for good and welfare can get up now and speak. If your statement is out of order, you will be prevented from continuing. If there's any disparaging remarks, anything that's not proper at this meeting, you'll be asked to stop. Okay, good and welfare.
I want to, put me on the mic.
I don't know if we have enough wire here.
I can go over there. Plenty of water.
There's a lot of wire behind it.
I can go up. Just sit over there. I'll just move my seat. Watch your head. Put your arm down. I'd like to add a few things to the agenda. So, do you want me to tell you what it is, one by one?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Anything that needs to be added to the agenda will be done at the end of the regular meeting. And at the end of the meeting, that will be addressed. Okay.
Wait a minute. How are we gonna know if the board is gonna agree to it or not? Last
It
time
can
we
be
did it at the
added,
beginning.
it has to be voted by the board, it's not on the
That's why we're
agenda.
gonna vote it now.
No, not now. It'll be done, it'll be done
Mr.
at
Property
the end of the
Manager.
meeting.
Is
Please
that the
do it.
correct way? I'm asking him.
I'm telling you, I'm running this meeting, and
He
it'll be
is the
done at
property
the end.
manager, he's got the degree to 718, I'm asking his opinion.
No, you don't ask his opinion, I'm chairman of the meeting, and it'll be
You're
done.
not the Messiah. I'm asking his opinion.
At the end of the meeting, we'll take any motion.
Okay. Okay.
All members supposed to report to the board with all people.
We're waiting for good and welfare, okay? we have Jerry Merrill.
Good evening. First, I just want to welcome our new property manager and wish him the best. It's good luck. You know, it's a challenging position. I've been here for 11 years and seen many property managers, and I wish you the best. I hope that you're successful. Thank you. Good luck. The reason I'm here tonight, I'm glad that I heard all those new rules, so I'll be very, very careful about what I say and how I say it. But basically, I'm really just here to invite everybody to another forum that we're going to have. I've been permitted by the property manager to have a town hall meeting on Monday. Monday at 7:30, from 7:30 to 9, there'll be an opportunity for residents to talk about relevant topics to the community. And it'll be a back and forth. It'll be a little different than the setting that you have here. Okay, so it'll give you an opportunity to talk. After that, at 9 o'clock to 9:30, we'll be serving refreshments in the tea room. So I'm also inviting the board to join us, and certainly the property manager, so that we have some officials there who could possibly answer some of the questions that we have, because a lot of the things that are happening at the board, we're just ratifying things that have been done, and we really don't understand how the decisions have been made. So possibly they'd be good enough to some of them to be there to enlighten us as to how things have been arrived at. That's really about it. I hope to see you at the town hall meeting on Monday at 7:30 right here. Oh, there's only one thing. Unfortunately, it seems that town hall meetings no longer will be set up the way a board meeting or a movie meeting is. So when you come, you may have to take your own chairs down. Alrighty? If I'm here, anybody needs a little help, I'll be glad to help them with the chair. The gentlemen, of course, will be gentlemen, but I've been told that there's no setup for a town hall meeting. You have to set yourself up. Alrighty? So hope to see you on Monday. Thank you.
Anyone else want to get up and speak? No? Okay, we'll go on with the meeting. We'll start the meeting with agenda item number 1, which is to establish a quorum. Would you please call the roll?
Nicholas Bondar.
He's absent.
Mark Jones.
Yes, here.
Ed Kaufman, present. Scott Samuels.
Here?
Michelle Tissey.
Here.
Doug Wolf.
Here.
Stuart Wolf.
Okay, we have a quorum. Okay, we have a quorum. Agenda item number 2 are the minutes of the prior meetings. I need a motion on this.
I make a motion to waive the reading and approve the minutes of the regular board meeting of February 18th, 2010, and the privilege meeting of February 24th, 2010, and March 10th, 2010.
I
Second.
second the motion.
Second by Michelle. Okay, any comments by the board? Okay, call the roll, please. This is for the second.
Mark Jones.
Here.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Approve the motion.
Yes.
Motion.
Myself, yes. Scott Samuels.
Here? I mean, yes. Michelle?
Yes.
Doug Wolf. Stuart Wolf.
The motion is carried to waive the reading and approve those minutes he mentioned. Agenda item number 3 is to ratify the hiring of a new property manager, United Contract, a contingency operations account, a new ADP payroll system, the right of first refusal, and the sound system. Condo laws provide a way for condominiums to take immediate action on matters where time is of the essence, and it is difficult to hold frequent board meetings. Florida state laws allow condo boards to poll directors and take action based on the board members' agreements. These actions must be ratified at the next regular meeting. That is what we are doing here tonight. Since our last board meeting on February 18th, we hired a new property manager. We hired a financial management company. We opened a contingency bank account to provide needed funds during the transition from KW Management to United Community Management. We engaged a new payroll company to process all employees' checks. We exercised our right of first refusal on apartment B1V, Bordeaux 1V, and we ordered the installation of an excellent new sound system for the large card room where movies are shown. It's working now. We can show you, we can demonstrate it for you a little bit later, but it's working beautifully. Most of this might not have been possible if we had tried to have a board meeting to initiate every one of these board actions. I'd like to take a motion to ratify all of these board actions.
I, Michelle Sidney, make a motion to approve the ratification of agenda items 3A through 3F as shown on the notice of the meeting.
Any second? Okay, double seconds. Okay, any board discussion on this issue? Any discussion whatsoever by the board? No discussion? Anybody in the audience want to speak on the ratification? Mark Richmond, come on, Mark.
Were all the board members notified of the decision to pre-ratify all of these items prior to this meeting?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
The vote?
Mr. Wolf?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Jerry Miro?
I don't understand the right of first refusal as it's used there. You're
I
just,
can't hear you, Jerry.
I don't understand the right of first refusal as it's used there. It's just to exercise the right of first refusal to buy that one unit? Is that what it
Yes,
is?
that was the, exercise the association's right to purchase an apartment by exercising its right of first refusal on any sale that comes across its desk.
This is for any sale, or this was for the sale that you mentioned?
This is for the sale of Bordeaux B1V.
Oh, so you're only, this is only ratifying that
This
purchase?
one, yes.
That's all, not,
Phoebe,
This is the second apartment.
this is the second apartment.
And how much did we pay for that apartment?
This second apartment, we didn't pay anything for it yet. This second apartment is about $37,000. Am I correct? 37? $37,000. Okay, any other questions? Go ahead.
I'd like to know how much you paid for the previous apartment a few weeks ago.
Well, we're not discussing that one here tonight.
Well, relative to this apartment.
That's not germane to this ratification. Okay, Diane?
How much work is going
I
to
can't
be,
hear you, honey.
how much work is going to have to be done on that apartment?
Very little.
Like what?
Very little. Just some basic,
Clean the floor.
very little. No, you've had your conversation, Jerry, I'm sorry, one time.
but you put 7 items
I'm
together.
telling you,
You put 7 items together.
No.
You're not entitled?
Please, you asked
you
your
have to pick-
question, this is not a question and answer session. You
I
get
thought it
one
was.
shot.
Oh,
Please,
okay.
Jerry. Don't start that business again, we'll move right over. We took it last week, we're not taking it this week. Okay, any further discussion by the board on the ratification item number 3? Motion was made by Michelle and seconded by Dub. Call a roll, please.
Mark Jones.
Yes.
Myself. Yes. Scott.
Yes.
Michelle.
Yes.
Doug. Stewart.
Yes.
Motion was carried unanimously. The next item are reports. The first report will be a small report by me, followed by the property manager's report, a treasurer's report, and a social report. After each report, I think that we'll give the unit owners a chance to ask a question on each speaker, from each speaker. The IV Board of Directors and its officers have been working very hard since February 2nd, just 44 days ago, in their attempts to institute damage control for the problems we faced when we took over the leadership of International Village. It seems that the prior leadership took virtually no action to stem the delinquencies that total about $30,000 a month, no action to cure any of the village's violations other than to send out a letter to the violator that was never followed up, took no action to monitor who was illegally entering our community, and no action to terminate KW management, which has been bleeding us dry for almost 2 years and who didn't afford us the oversight over our office staff and other employees, which was their responsibility and which we paid for. The prior board apparently looked away from all of these problems and depended on KW and their managers to resolve our problems. They didn't. They failed miserably. Our new leadership has gripped the bull by the horns, and with the superb leadership of our new general manager, Henry Harvey, is addressing every problem that exists today in our community, including delinquencies, violations, squatters, and all maintenance problems from the landscaping to the roofs and more. I'm going to let Mr. Harvey make his first report just 14 working days after he started work in International Village on March 1st, 2010. Henry, please make a report.
Thank you. Mr. President, Board of Directors, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Henry Harvey. I'm your new property manager. Give you a little bit of rundown about myself. I've been in property management for 35 years. I've done property management in 5 different states in the United States, ranging from 72 executive suites to over 2,000 units on a single property. I'm an active consultant and I have consulted for condominiums in a dozen different states in the United States and as large as 6,000 units. I was hired here. Please permit me to express my thanks to everybody here for the opportunity in becoming your property manager. I address my office a little bit differently. You'll find that my office is open. Don't be shy to stop by, say hi, express your concerns or comments. That's what we're here for. For anything serious, please call the office, make an appointment, and permit me to give you the time that you're entitled to. In the first 2 days that I was here, I was shocked at the condition of the office. I walked into a series of rooms that had papers piled up on the floors in boxes. Your previous manager, when I sat down to speak with him to get an update, told me that he was here for 3.5 months and didn't bother looking at the stuff on the floor. So I'm not surprised as to what we found in the long run. What you will find over the upcoming months is that you will get my manager's report. From time to time, you will get a report from my office manager, Elizabeth, from the head of maintenance, and from the head of security to let you know as to what's going on where.